In this video, I'd be talking about commands that are needed to compile and execute Java programs, as well as packages and how classes are searched for from within the program. Um, Firstly, talking about Java C, it's to compile Java programs. This is the generic way of using Java C. Java C options and source files. Source files are the files that you optionally provide and that you want to be compiled. So options could be help, Java C hyphen help, and Java C hyphen classpath com colon dot hyphen g. So these two uh, are the parameters to the class path, which by itself is a parameter to Java C. Here are the file names. If I were to have a directory structure like this one here, and then if you are within my project, then doing Java C hyphen D followed by the path decides the destination for the class files to be saved. So the class file that would be generated out of my class, which is my class.class, would be stored in classes. So doing Java C hyphen D classes source myclass.java. So you are in my project, so you do source myclass.java, and then you want the generated class files to be saved in classes. um, so so um, so you're here currently, you provide this, you provide this, so that's where you're. So this is the path of your Java file, and this is the path where you want to save your. So from save your .class file, so my class.class would be saved here. Now this is an example where my class.java is not given a package name explicitly, but look at this example in which my class.java has been my class has been put in com.wickedlysmart package. Now right, so the source, within the source you have a .myclass.java file, and if you were to be right here, and then which is in if you do okay, so if you do cd my project, so now you're right here, and then say if my class.java were to be in source, this is not necessary, so let's say this is not true for the time being. Now if this were to be the case, then I would do java c hyphen d classes. So this is the destination where I want my package or my class to be generated, and then I would do source slash my class dot java. So this, okay, so because I'm here, I want to compile source slash my class dot java, which is this file here. Okay, when I do this, and I want the class file to be generated in, this is the destination in classes, which is right here. So what happens when I compile this is, because my class.java is put in package com.wickedlysmart, so the compiler would come to classes because that's the destination supplied here, and generates a class file with a fully qualified name. It takes the package, which is com, it creates com folder, and then wickedlysmart, which is this one here, and then creates myclass.class. So within this destination, the compiler will create a folder com and under subfolder wickedlysmart, and then puts myclass.class. Optionally, you could choose to have your own directory structure like this. which would still be the same when this command is executed. It would, even if you were to have myclass.java within com wickedly smart, only this would change, which is the place where your source file is. So instead of having source slash myclass.java, you'd be having com wickedly smart myclass.java. How do you run? Okay, so Java is the command that is needed to invoke, um, or that is needed to run your class file. So this is how the command is: Java options, the class name that you want to execute, along with optional command line arguments. So this is understood. Okay, in options you could provide properties. Hyphen D's is the way you provide property to this. Just before invoking my class, you can provide properties through command line. My prop is a key, and my value is a value. You could also get system properties, which are persistent properties. You could get the system properties by using this method call on system class. System.getProperties would return an instance of properties, which is a class from util, java.util. Um, and then you could do p.list and system.out. So the list of properties would be printed to the command line. You could also set properties using p. So my prop is a key, and my value is the value. So when you say run the program, so this is using this command. You're setting using command line, you're setting key value. So both my prop and my value that you've set programmatically using an instance of property, and also command prop and command val that you've set using command prompt show up. So you could set properties. So can set properties using command line or a property instance by using property instance dot set property. You could also get property. So you would say property instance dot get property on a key. You could do, okay, so if key exists, then it would return you the value. But say if the key doesn't exist and you want a default value to be returned, you could use p.getProperty key.value. So if there is no such key, then it would return the value on the method call. Okay, so command line arguments. You could have command line arguments this way, or this way, or this way. Let's take a look at how Java C or Java command looks for a particular class that is given within the program. So they both have a common set of places that they look at, and they both search through this list of directories in the same order. Okay. So first, they both have a common place that they look for the class names in. That is slash JRE Java runtime environment slash lib slash ext, and there is a jar folder. There is a jar file within which it has all the runtime or all the supported classes like java.lang, and all the commonly used classes are provided within this jar file. Okay, so both Java and Java C look in the same directory initially, and then they look at a list of files given in the class path. Okay, so both Java and Java C have the same search algorithm. So whatever search technique applies for Java C also applies for Java, and vice versa. Okay, so first Java or Java C tries to find a class within this folder, within this jar file, in this folder. If it's not found here, then it goes looks at the class path, okay, which is the global, which could be a global class path, or which could be an inline class path. So right, and then it iterates through the paths given in the class path. So if I have class path 1, class path, sorry, if I have path 1, if this is my class path, if I have path 1, path 2, path 3, and so on. So it goes, tries to find the class using this path. I mean, in this path. If not found in this path, it goes to the next one, goes to the next one, and so on. So so as soon as they find the class, they stop searching. The first place to look is the directories that contains the classes that comes with standard J2SC, which is what we have discussed here. So right here. And class paths should be thought of as class search paths, right? There are two places where class paths can be declared. A class path can be declared as an operating system environment variable. The class path declared here is used by default whenever Java or Java C are invoked. A class path can be declared as a command line option for either Java or Java C. Okay, so it could be the global one is the default if you don't have an inline class path. Um, so this is how a class path is declared in line. This is path 1 colon path 2. The colon is the delimiter. Well, these two are not the same because class paths are searched from left to right. So this com directory, which is under root, is searched before this one, and the current directory is looked for after these two are searched within. And in this one, the current directory is initially looked, and then followed by this and this. So these two class paths are not the same. The order really matters.